your connection in Southern Oregon and Northern California. This is News 10 at 5.
Jordan Criado is guilty in the murders of his wife and kids. He agreed to that plea yesterday, ending what could have been a traumatic courtroom battle. The move is better for family and the county's bottom line. Good evening, I'm Rick Tillery.
I'm Trish Close. Thanks for joining us tonight. The Jackson County District Attorney's Office relieved of its biggest case.
Criado's plea deal is saving the county time and money and freeing up resources to take other criminals to court. News 10's Caitlin Conrad has details in tonight's top story at 5.
The Jackson County District Attorney's Office was prepared to bring Jordan Criado's case to trial. District Attorney Beth Heckert says they were also ready to spend a lot of time and money.
I mean, it clearly would have been $100,000 or more.
Heckert says the $100,000 figure is just a ballpark estimate, and it's one that doesn't factor in the cost on the public defender's side or the price of appeals.
So when you take all of those and add them up together, you absolutely would come up with a very large sum of money.
Criado was facing aggravated murder, a charge which can result in the death penalty. Capital punishment crimes mean an extra post-trial for a jury to decide sentencing if they find the defendant guilty. Criado's trial and sentencing easily could have lasted 4 months.
The defense had claimed that that's about what they thought this trial would last. I didn't believe that it would probably take that long because we've never had a trial that long in Jackson County, but we've also never had a case that was like this.
According to a survey done in Clark County, Nevada, it costs about $230,000 just in defense fees to pay public defenders in a capital case. The study says it takes 2 DA staff about 2,300 hours to prosecute the same case. Criado's trial would have taken the time of 2 prosecutors and a DA's assistant in Jackson County.
Getting closer and closer to trial, it would be the only thing we'd be working on.
His case would have also tied up a courtroom, a judge, and jurors, plus the time of 100 witnesses, some of them paid experts.
Hospital people, professionals and experts that we hired, all of those things.
Had a jury decided he was guilty and then sentenced him to the death penalty, the appeal process could have taken 10 to 20 years, something Heckert says the victim's family didn't want.
This really is a resolution that gives the family some closure. He waived his appeals. He is pleading guilty. They can start to kind of put their lives back together and not just have this hanging over their head for the next 10, 20 years.
Covering your news in Medford, Caitlin Conrad, News 10.
Now here's what's next in the case. Criado's sentencing is set for April 15th. As part of his plea agreement, he will likely serve life in prison without the possibility of parole. He will also waive his right to appeal, and he'll have to pay $23,000.